Hachette Audio presents A Life Intercepted, written by Charles Martin, read by Kevin Stillwell. For David Weiner. Prologue. He sat on the floor, towel around his neck, drenched in his own sweat, eyes trained on the screen. Football in one hand, a half-eaten banana in the other, a bottle of Gatorade in his lap. She sat next to him, jeans, older sweatshirt, legs crossed, remote in one hand, laser pointer in the other, staring through reading glasses. Her hair had turned, once deep mahogany, now snow gray. The turn was not unexpected. The timing was. Life had amplified genetics. In her early 30s, she was technically old enough to be his mom, but the last third of those years had not been kind. It wasn't so much the wrinkles as the shadow beneath them. Senior, a 17-year-old kid strapped with immeasurable talent, high hopes, and dreams he'd only whispered. At 6 feet 3 inches, nearly 5 inches taller than her, almost 200 pounds and very little body fat, there wasn't much kid left. She didn't need magnifiers to see that. When she wanted his attention, she raised an eyebrow, lowered her voice, and spoke slowly. Dalton Rogers? At other times, she just called him D. He respectfully called her Sister Lynn while in the presence or earshot of others. When they were alone, he called her Mama. Having some experience with talent like his, she was realistic about his prospects and had been careful to temper his expectations while not dashing his hopes, a delicate balance. The game on the screen moved in slow motion, a frame at a time. In the middle of the field, and the screen, number 8 stood under center. Well known during his time, he was the plumb line by which all others were measured, which is why they were watching the film. D wanted to learn from the best. Few, if any, had been better than number 8. She pressed pause and lit the screen with a green laser. The focus beam circled his feet. Everything starts right there. She tapped him gently on the head with her remote. Feet, feet, feet. They're the first link in the kinetic chain.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?